we're spending and paying for people to have transgender balls in places like Europe and,
Where is that happening?
Well, it's not happening anymore because we cut USAID. Well, it was happening.
Where?
I can't remember the exact country, but I know that
You don't know the country, but you say that it's happening?
it happened. Is what
It
I
happened?
said. It did happen. Yeah.
Where? I don't think that
I'm
that
sure when
happened.
you rewatch it, you can.
That
look
didn't
at
happen.
It did happen. It did happen.
No.
Yeah, we had funding for things that are outside of the country, for transgender balls, transgender plays,
balls.
transgender balls. Yes, they exist.
Okay.
As well as condoms for places like in the Middle East.
Do you know why that is?
Why we paid for condoms for other countries?
Yeah. Do you know why that is?
Go ahead and tell me.
To prevent the spread of AIDS.
Well, maybe they should. To prevent the spread of
Don't
AIDS.
you think that if we can prevent the spread of AIDS, that helps the world?
I think that we should
Americans
probably.
in this country?
I think that financially.
Because I would say that something that can spread across borders, something like AIDS, keeping that down is a really
Well,
good
it
thing
doesn't
for
spread
America.
across borders if we keep the people
Really?
who aren't supposed to be here out
So
of our
people don't get
country.
on planes and travel? So someone doesn't go visit, so an American citizen doesn't go to a place that in the Middle East like you're describing and then come back to America? That doesn't happen? So preventing the spread of AIDS in their countries can help us prevent the spread in our country.
Why don't we not pay for other countries' healthcare and we pay for our healthcare, considering our healthcare because of Obamacare just this year is about to spike because it got pushed off artificially by the Biden administration. He artificially pushed off a lot of things.
I'm sure we could talk about healthcare till we're blue in the face, right? But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that Doge.
You think we should prioritize paying for condoms in other countries?
You approve more dollars to national debt than any other president in the history of this country. Congratulations. You
I didn't
increased
do
the deficit.
anything.
Well, that's what Donald Trump did. That's what the Republicans you voted for did. The reality
Do you know
is,
how much
is that
it increased
if
under Biden? $900 billion.
If Doge was
$900 billion.
If Doge was to exist to go and cut spending for the American people, that did not happen. And might I remind you, if you want to go talk about the amount of debt approved by each president, Donald Trump approved during his whole term $8.4 trillion. If you want to talk about what he approved in terms of without COVID-related spending, that's about $4.8 trillion within his first term. Joe Biden approved $4 trillion total, $2.4 trillion of which happened of non-COVID-related spending. The result of it, it doesn't matter what you're talking about because Joe Biden approved half the amount of debt than your savior, Donald Trump, did.
I don't consider him
That's
my
a
savior.
fact.
Jesus Christ is my savior. Let's make that clear. Okay. Donald Trump, I don't think Donald Trump is a Republican personally. I think he's a Democrat and he's
Now he's a Democrat. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he always has
been. It's news for me.
Really? Maybe
he just ran for president as a Republican, 3 times? He's
to win. To win.
So he's not a Republican, but he ran as a Republican?
What has he spent his whole life doing?
He's literally, so people can't change?
People can't change?
So you're now saying that Donald Trump is not a Republican. That's news to me.
Yeah,
I think that would be news for the majority of Americans that are watching him literally just run for president as a Republican 3 times.
You can register as a Republican because you can win as a Republican. He's openly said, I would register as an independent, but I'm not an independent and I won't win as one. Or do you think that they're just trying to
that it's alarming to me that we're now in 2025 and your argument is about whether or not Trump is a real Republican.
That's not my argument.
You're trying to deflect from the fact that Trump
didn't
do what he said he was going to do with Doge. If you promise to go cut $2 trillion worth of spending and that does not happen, that's something that you have to be held accountable for. When you run on an idea of cutting $200 billion worth, that's something that you have to answer for. And for the millions of people in this country that actually thought that you guys were going to deliver them Doge checks, they're going to be waiting for it because you're not going to actually do it.
I don't think a lot of people expected that because, Trump isn't Biden who is handing out $2,000 to people for sitting at home.
That never happened.
Or, saying you don't have to, I got a check.
Oh, you're talking about this? You're talking about the
stimulus check
that Trump also gave?
I don't agree with stimulus checks. So what are you talking about?
What are you talking? Because Doge made these promises about a Doge check. What are you talking about?
Doge made the promises about a Doge check?
Yes, Elon made these promises.
Okay, well, Elon's not my president. Elon's not my president.
Donald Trump also said that he would support that as well. What are you talking about?
If it was available. He said he would support it.
Oh, if it was available? That's what it is now?
Yes.
What's so funny about this whole thing.
Okay, give me a laugh.
What conservatives do is that you guys can never take personal responsibility.
Says the people,
you can't do it.
I'm really sorry, but I can't hear that from the side of the aisle that is pro-choice, who can't even take accountability.
You'll do anything to distract from Doge. You'll do anything to distract from Because that's what we're talking about.
Okay.
You've tried to move the conversation a million different places, but the facts is that you cannot answer for the fact that you didn't go cut the spending that you're talking about. And the government of the United States is spending more money than it did last year. That's a fact that you can't run out of.